Yo, what up guys? Welcome back to Sneaker Stories. As always, I'm your host Chris Jack. Today, my latest pickup right here. I'm so incredibly stoked I managed to get my hands on a pair of these. They dropped exclusively this morning at Shelf Life via online raffle only. However, there was some confusion on the Nike sneakers site as well, as they were set to drop at 12 midday. However, the shoes were removed from the site just before release and postponed till early July, which I think some of the other territories around the world might have been experiencing as well. However, they still kind of dropped anyway, but don't know anyone that got. Anyway, without further ado, let's take a closer look. Alright, so just to start with the box, this is just the standard red Nike sportswear box. From a label perspective, just says Nike Dunk Low SP. Obviously, I went for my own size, which is a true to size UK 9. And as far as I can tell, they fit absolutely perfectly at true to size. You might want to consider taking a half size down in this pair if you do not have a wide foot. But really, just having these in hand right now, so good. Now, just to give you some background, these basically have come back this year in a whole bunch of different university colorways. So we've seen the Syracuse ones, we've seen the Kentucky ones, there might have even been one or two others, I'm not entirely sure, but this is the only one that we have got locally here in South Africa. We've been waiting a hell of a long time to see this shoe. The shoes originally released in 1985 in these university colorways, in a whole bunch of them actually, and we've seen the return this year just to celebrate 35 years of the Nike Dunk Low. Now onto the shoe itself, I'll start with the outsole here. You've got that standard Nike Dunk Low outsole, which is done in red rubber throughout the shoe. It's obviously very similar to what you'd get on a Jordan 1 outsole as well. Just to show you them side by side, it's pretty much the same outsole. And then moving up into the midsole of the shoe, you do have this crispy white midsole. You do obviously have that highlighting of the red outsole which follows through, and this is the same kind of outsole midsole combination you would find on a Nike SB product as well. Just to show you them side by side, it is literally the same thing. And then moving into the upper, the leather quality on these shoes is really nice. It's a very soft leather, so these are going to wear in really nicely and just be super comfortable on foot, at least in my opinion. But obviously from a colorway perspective, as mentioned, these are the university red colorways, so you've got hits of that in the heel section, the swoosh, and some of the paneling towards the toe box and eyelets of the shoe as well, done in red. And then the backing of that obviously in this beautiful white leather as well. And then swinging around to the heel section of the shoe, you do have this ribbing effect, which is done by stitching in that white leather panel in the heel. And then just above that, in that red leather overlay, you do have the Nike branding, which has been embroidered in white. Then swinging around to the tongue section of the shoe, you do have a white nylon tongue at the top of that. You've also got the Nike brand done in a red on a white pull tab. And then from a lacing perspective, they have provided you with a red set of flat laces, which in my opinion looks pretty good on this particular silhouette. However, they also provide you with a second set of laces, which is a white flat set in a Nike branded bag. And then from a sock liner point of view, this is obviously done in a university red, keeping it rather tonal inside of the shoe as well. And that's just done in a padded sort of foam material. And then from an insole perspective, this is just done in a solid red with the Nike logo printed on the heel. Now, one of my absolute favorite things about this particular pair has to be the price point. These released at 1,599 Rand, which is just, you just don't see that very often on a shoe that's this high, especially with Nike bringing back all the dunk hype. I think that they probably could have hiked the price a little bit and people would still have bought it anyway. But this is really awesome to see. When I actually looked at the slip of this, I was just completely surprised. I actually bought the cap from Shelf Life as well. And I was just like, how is that even possible? So that's a really big win for the shoe. They were only available here in South Africa from size UK 6 to UK 11 locally. However, there was an entire size run all the way up to around UK 15, I think, on the Nike sneaker side. So no word on whether that's going to be restocking at any point, if what happened on the sneaker side today was just perhaps a glitch and they are actually only going to be releasing there sort of in the beginning of July. But either way, stay tuned to sneakerstories.tv on Instagram for more updates on that. Once again, just in case I haven't mentioned, from a sizing perspective, I do have a true to size UK 9 here for me. They fit me absolutely fine. I do have a little bit of space in the toe box of the shoe. I could probably get away with going with an 8.5. However, we did not get those locally here, and I feel an 8, a full size down, would probably just be too tight on the sides of the shoe. But overall speaking, that's pretty much it for this particular pair. It is quite a simple silhouette as it is just from a material makeup point of view, and obviously from a colorways perspective as well. Not really too much else to talk about other than they are just really, really awesome in hand. I hope you guys have enjoyed this review. If you do have any further questions, please drop them in the comment section below and I'll do my best to answer you as soon as possible. Otherwise, if you did enjoy the video, please give the video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe right here for more content, reviews and other sneaker vlog related material down the line. But that's it from me. I'll catch you on the next one.